Stockholm, a city built on 14 islands where natural beauty, old streets, and modern life meet right by the water. We're exploring Scandinavia's capital cities, and after starting our adventure in Norway, we're heading to Sweden to dive into Nordic history, try iconic dishes, and maybe do a little dancing. Welcome to Stockholm.
We made it to Stockholm, Sweden. We got on the flight in Oslo. It was like a 45-minute flight, landed. Now we are getting some much-needed lunch at Farmarium. It looks like it's mostly just Swedish classics, some pizza.
We're also staying in Stockholm's old town, Gamla Stan. It is pedestrian only, and so we did make quite the ruckus lugging suitcases through. Our Airbnb is in a fantastic location. We are actually right next to the Nobel Prize Museum. That's also where this restaurant is located. It's our first meal here, so we are still going to try to get some Swedish classics, but we're just not going to do the obvious meatballs because we'll do that somewhere else. So we didn't ditch my family. They're all seated here. They just have a 6 stops, so we're in our very short, limited, and hectic time since getting here. I will say Old Town's really pretty. Beef cheek.
Let me prep a bite. I got toast staven. I wasn't expecting it to come like this, but here we are. It is shrimp, mayo, dill, some other seasonings in there, and some toast.
Toast is super buttery.
It is. And it's like very well toasted on both sides too. Let's try it. This toast, buttered and toasted to perfection. And the shrimp in here is so fresh and it's perfectly seasoned. It's so good. This is delicious. This is a very good first meal in Sweden.
What was it called?
I have no idea.
Something burger. Eel, some mash, and lingonberries on top. It looks really good. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Oh, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a really good giant meatball. The lingonberries are nice. A little acid cuts through all of the fat. Everyone else got meatballs.
We got a table full of meatballs over here. Inside the Royal Palace, but within the Royal Palace, we are in the Royal Chapel. They just don't make buildings like this anymore. It's crazy. It's so insane. And the gold, the ceiling, oh God, it's crazy. It's so beautiful in here. This is the first room we've gone into in the Royal Palace. The Royal Palace is built up of more than 600 rooms across 11 floors, so we have a lot of exploring to do. I'm very, very excited. I love old buildings. I love it. So within the Royal Palace, there's 5 different museums. We bought a ticket that grants us access to all 5, and it grants us access to another church. It was 220 Swedish krona per person. We are currently in the Royal Apartments. Now, when I saw Royal Apartments, I thought we were saying like apartments.
Like the residences?
Like residences. But this is where they do coronations. They hold like balls, royal balls, all that kind of stuff here.
Slight correction, now we're going up to the Royal Apartments. It's gonna be crazy. All of these rooms hold displays about different Swedish orders, medals, regalia, dress attire. There is so much to see, but even crazier is the ornateness of these rooms. I mean, look at all this gold everywhere. These giant chandeliers are in every single one of these rooms. The ceilings are at least 20 feet tall. It's absolutely insane how large this place is and just how ornate.
This place is crazy.
I love when a palace is a museum because then the museum itself is an exhibit. It's a display. It is part of.
Even if they took all the art off the walls, took all of the furniture out, like the building itself would still be beautiful enough to walk around in. Like,
we're just staying in Old Town. It's so pretty. Like we said earlier, it's pedestrian only, so it's so quiet. And some of the streets are really narrow, and it feels so old-timey.
he's coming home with us.
Another note about the metro, super easy to use. Just download the SL app, you can buy anything, you can buy any passes and tickets that you need from there. And on top of that, it has a map feature, so you can route where you're going and what line you need to take just through the app. So since we're staying in the Old Town, this is the farthest into the rest of the city of Stockholm that we've made it so far. I mean, it's only our first day. And Old Town is one perspective of a city and it's beautiful. But being able to see the rest of the city, old buildings, greenery everywhere, it feels like a city while still being so insanely clean everywhere. And on top of that, the weather is perfect right now. We're also passing a giant park over here, so hopefully we get some time to check that out at some point.
Tonight for dinner, we are having dim sum. Now, the whole family has been talking about dim sum all day. Eric and I switched the reservation to dim sum, and the family's gonna be so excited when they hear that that's what we're having for dinner tonight.
You want something that feels authentic? I would say Ming's is a good option. It was pretty affordable for Stockholm standards. Unfortunately, they didn't have the full dim sum menu today when we came.
We're making our way over to a bar. That's where we'll end up eventually, but we're taking a lot of detours. I turn a corner and I'm like, oh, look at that beautiful park. And so then we walk through the park and then we're like, oh, look at that. And so we're just wandering. End goal though is a rooftop bar.
This bar is called Eifer. It is very Viking themed, very crazy in here, super dingy, a little intense, quite scary, but it's a lot of fun. We picked this place because we're in Sweden. We wanted something very like Viking feeling, and we had to, of course, get some mead.
Sat down, we found a table. Eric spoke to some Swedish people to tell us what the menu said, and we ended up ordering. I don't know what either of us have, but it's mead and it's yummy.
People are doing chants that we don't know randomly, and they're doing like slamming their drinks, and we're like, on top of that, there are just a ton of locals here. Like people are just getting a drink, and the vibe's really cool. The vibes are going back. A cheer, a cheer.
Starting the day off at Skip's Bag. It's a place just right outside the Old Town, right on the water. Beautiful views. The cafe is beautiful. It's lively. We all got some sandwiches, some pastries, some coffee, so we're gonna try it all. If you watch our channel at all, you know that we love a cardamom bun. And they have been to them here, so this is obviously the place to get to try one.
It hasn't stopped.
Braided just perfectly to where the sugar and the cardamom are all throughout the folds. It's so good.
We also got a plain waterfront. So that's delicious. Yeah. That's so good. This is one of the better espressos in this drink. This is amazing. Oh my goodness.
We've just been walking around, seeing the sights. We've done a little bit of shopping. Now we are in Salu Hall. It's just basically an open food market. They have restaurants lining the outside, and then they have markets on the inside. But all of the markets have little takeaway meals. So we're all spread out, finding what we want, and then we're gonna go sit in a park and we're gonna eat some lunch.
So we decided to take our food from the hall and come down here to the water and do a little picnic, enjoy our food, take in the view, hang out, enjoy the weather. It's really nice today. So plus the ferry for our next activity takes off right over here.
We got a smorgasbord. Essentially it is rye bread with stuff on top, and you can just get whatever you want. We got one that has brie, we got one that has smoked salmon, and one that has fried herring. With potato salad. That brie is so fresh. Mm-hmm. That's really good.
Going for the pickled herring, ton of shaved onions on top. I'm gonna take some of that, take some dill. Or sorry, fried herring, not pickled.
The herring's lightly fried. The potato salad's like a little sweet. And the onions just slice right through all of them. It's so good. I'm actually gonna crush this one. That's so good.
They have the Misfit Market.
Not too much so fresh. Oh god, that's good. It's very fresh. It's very light. That is yummy. We have taken the ferry out to Viedomana. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna play like the audio of how it's pronounced.
Fjäderholmarna.
It is one of 14 main islands on the Stockholm Archipelago. There are like 30,000 or something, but there are only,
30,000?
a lot.
I thought it was like 14.
No, there's 14 main islands.
14 main islands.
Yeah.
Like the city's
only
over
some of
14.
them are large enough to actually have stuff on
Gotcha.
it.
But the
there's-
archipelago is
The archipelago is giant.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes, okay. It was only a 20-minute ferry ride from the Stockholm city center, and the views on the boat were just insane. This island is like taking a step back in time. Like, it is just beautiful. There's greenery everywhere. It's rocky, it's kind of foresty, and all of the red buildings, the homes, everything is just like, it's just so pretty here. I can't get over it. And then surrounded by the water, God, it's gorgeous. It's amazing.
Fjäderholmarna. For people who live in Stockholm, I bet this island is a fantastic escape from the city. Like, for just a short 20-30 minute ferry ride to come out here, have a picnic, have a chill day, relax, change of scenery. Woo! Little hike up.
I hiked up to the top and made everyone else come follow me.
Good job.
It's beautiful from up here, though. You can see, like, almost the entire way around.
Thank you.
So we're walking around right now and we just stumbled upon this pottery shop. It was really cool. All of the pieces in there were handmade by local Swedish craftspeople, and they had the name of the craftspeople listed around the shop above the pieces that they made. Everything is handmade here in Sweden, and so we thought that was really cool, and we had to pick up something while we were there.
We got a butterbell. It's wrapped up, but we'll insert a shot of it at our house so you can actually see it.
So walking around, we did a little bit of research and found out that this island actually has a very long history as a sanitation station and something that was known as the Vodka Wars. And also while walking around, we noticed a lot of turrets just kind of randomly scattered throughout the island. I looked it up because I was like, there's got to be a military history here. And it turns out that in the 1920s, the Swedish Navy actually took over the island to build a munitions depot. And that makes sense because we've seen a few doors that look like bunkers kind of scattered throughout the island. And then in the 1980s, the Swedish Royal Trust took over the island and it manages it now. So we've come down to Rhoda Villan to have something resembling a fika. I think a fika is typically a sweet or a baked good or some kind of a snack, and coffee. We're doing ours with a cocktail. Excuse me.
Yeah, there is apple.
Apple.
Are you sure it's a
Here at the Vasa Museum. The Vasa is the name of the ship. The ship was built in 1628. It went out for its maiden journey and it sunk about a mile offshore. Didn't go well. But then, 333 years later, in 1961, they pulled it up out of the water and they made it into a museum. 300 years, this ship just like sat underwater. Perfectly preserved because the water's so cold it was just like frozen in time.
We had a real authentic reaction, but here's what it looked like when we got here. That was pretty accurate.
That was pretty accurate.
Before we got here, it was really hard to see perspective on just how big the ship is, but I'm gonna see if I can help. So
So the museum has guided audio tours in a ton of different languages, and they also have a 17-minute film in also a ton of different languages. And we just got out of that, and it is insane. There's so much information that the movie provides. It has recreations of 17th century Stockholm and has real footage from the reclamation and restoration of the ship. They spent 2 years digging tunnels underneath the ship, and then they ran cables under, and then those were attached to ships that were attached to other ships that were attached to pontoons that were slowly inflated. I'm probably butchering the exact specifics behind that, but basically a lot went into raising the ship. Thousands of rusted bolts had to be replaced before lifting the ship, and now in an effort to maintain the preservation of the ship, they're trying or have already maybe replaced all of the original iron bolts with stainless steel ones. And another thing that made all of our jaws drop was that it was so cold that bones and teeth and hair of some of the crew that passed away was also preserved, and those were able to be analyzed to find out what food was eaten, diseases that they had.
They said in the film that 98% of what we're looking at now is original. That's just crazy. Like, they were able to find and piece together all of the ornamental things that are on it, all of the design elements, all of the sculptures and statues and everything. My favorite fun fact that we learned is that this thing was blown over by a gust of wind. We learned that it was a design flaw, obviously. They put some rocks at the bottom of the boat to kind of weigh it down. If they would have put more rocks at the bottom of the boat, it would have been heavy enough to be stabilized, but it blew the ship over a little bit, and water started rushing into the cannon holes, and there was no stopping it after that. One thing that I was not prepared for with this museum is how elaborate it is. I thought it was just gonna be like, we walk in, see a boat, we're like, whoa, crazy boat. It's a lot. There's so much here, and it's all so fascinating. Like, there's 7 floors, all with viewpoints of the ship, and all with artifacts surrounding the entire ship. It's so much.
Cheers. Long day. Cheers.
We close out the night by rushing over to Meatballs for the People, a restaurant that specializes in classic Swedish meatballs but with a fun twist, unique proteins. Bailey and I both got the chef's choice, which is 8 meatballs, 4 different proteins. Mine came with the classic mix as well as chicken, lamb, and reindeer, and Bailey's came with the classic mix as well as chicken, pork, and moose. This restaurant is a great way to try new things, get out of your comfort zone, as well as just have some really good meatballs. And of course, couldn't close out the night without one last espresso.
This morning we had breakfast at a place called Greasy Spoon. Us Americans, we can't just live off pastries and espresso forever. We had to have an egg, we had to have some bacon. That place was really good though. Like, it was top tier eggs and bacon. It was very good. And now we're on the ferry headed back over towards where all of the museums are, and we are going to hit the ABBA Museum. Now, when we were doing research for this trip, we told Eric's dad that they had an ABBA museum, and he was like, we have to go, because he bought their very first record that they ever put out, and he still has it. So we have an ABBA fan in the house. We have a little bit of an ABBA fan in the house, so we definitely have to go see it. Honey, honey, nearly kills me. Honey, honey, I heard about you before. I wanted to know some more, and now I know what they mean. He's a love machine. Oh, he makes me dizzy.
My parents are having such a good time here. It's so cute. They're having such a good time here. This is a museum that Bailey and I were really excited to come to, and I knew that my dad would be excited too, but I didn't expect just how much of a fanboy he would be while walking through this museum. And the fact that my mom's also having a good time is really awesome. This was something that Bailey and I thought might just kind of be for a few of us, but everyone seems to be having a good time. This museum is really cool. It's very in-depth and comprehensive, and there are so many cool things here.
actually have much exposure to ABBA. Maybe a few songs here and there, obviously, like I knew some of the hits until Bailey made me watch Mamma Mia. It was always a movie that I never really cared to watch because I'm not really into musicals, but Bailey made me watch it because she is very much into musicals. And I'm thankful she did because I actually really enjoy the movies, and because of that, we're here at the ABBA Museum.
I'm having so much fun.
And the last exhibit in the museum is about the band going off to do their own separate ventures, while also showing how many awards they won and just how influential ABBA was.
I got a single Angelwurst with a pickle. It comes with sweet tomato sauce, sweet mustard, and in sauerkraut, I added the pickle.
Brunachkavar specializes in Swedish hot dogs, which are more like sausages inside of a baguette. And this place was recommended to us by a local that Bailey and I were speaking to, and we're so glad that we listened to him. We walked up, saw a full line of business professionals ordering their lunch, and we're like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be good. And I got a double, so this one, the thin ones are a cabanos, which is a spicy sausage, and the big one is called a tillover. God, these words are so hard. But I got everything on it too. I'm gonna try the cabanos because I was hearing a bunch of cabanoshes coming out, so it was so hot. Oh, that's so good though.
The way the menu was set up was it was spicy sausages, medium sausages, and mild sausages, and then you just choose which one you want. It comes with everything I said earlier, but you can ask for whatever you want. Honestly, I'm not a mustard or a ketchup fan. I just got it the way it comes because I wanted to try it how it's supposed to be. The mustard and the ketchup are very light. Adds a little bit of sweetness to everything else that's going on here. Even if you're not a ketchup and a mustard fan, I would recommend trying it this way because it's not overpowering. You can barely taste the ketchup, you can barely taste the mustard, and it's really good.
So here in Stockholm, not only are the people beautiful, the architecture is beautiful, and the nature is beautiful, also the subway stations are beautiful. All the different stations have different artists commissioned to do whatever they want with it. So the stations are completely different, they're all beautifully designed, and it really is an art piece.
So we're just hitting a few of the stations. We tried to figure out like a few of the really cool ones. There's kind of not much instruction on how to find them because funny enough, these metro stations are big full-size stations. We know what stations we want to hit. It's more of just finding the actual very specific places within the station.
Walking around, we need a Fika. Fika is essentially the Swedish word that means coffee break, pastry break, dessert break. It's just taking a break, hanging out with friends and family, having some coffee, having some sweets. So we got a almond bun and we got a cinnamon bun. Eric got espresso, of course, and I got a chai latte. That's pretty good, but I think I prefer the regular one. That's pretty good. You like that?
I'm a Swedish plumber, I'm here to fix your pipes.
I'm a Swedish plumber, I'm here to fix your pipes. That's good, that's a good...
So it turns out that our mics weren't connected for this part, so let me tell you about it. For our last dinner in Stockholm, we came down to Restaurant Prinsen, and the best way I can describe this place is like a French bistro with all this outdoor seating, tight booths, photos on the wall, dark wood, very intimate vibe, and the food was amazing. Bailey got this tuna tartare, and I couldn't leave Sweden without getting meatballs one last time.
We are finishing out our time in Stockholm on the rooftop of Kollektivet. Enjoying some beer, some wine, enjoying the last views of Stockholm, the nice weather, enjoying each other's company. I cannot express how much I'm going to miss Stockholm. The city is beautiful. Everyone's been so nice. The food has been so good. There's been so much to do, so much to see. Like, this has been one of my favorite cities ever. I just love it here. Oh my gosh.
Favorite here would be the chapel at the Royal Palace.
So my favorite would be the Vasa Museum.
Everything beautiful.
I'm gonna answer for Dad. It's definitely the ABBA Museum. I think his favorite is definitely the ABBA Museum. And honestly, that was mine too. I had so much fun there.
Everything's taken, so I'm gonna say Fjäderholmarna.
Fjäderholmarna.
Ursäkta mig for my bad pronunciation.
And that's it for our time in Stockholm, and all we can say is thank you. Thank you for sharing your stories with us. Thank you for entertaining our curiosity, for making our jaws drop over and over, for feeding us and making us laugh. Thank you for taking us back in time. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. And thank you for sharing your city with us. Next, we're heading to Copenhagen. Subscribe to join us on our Scandinavian adventure. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and let us know if you've been or are planning to go to Stockholm. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at our next stop.